so he said, listen, this is your board. Do you want to be in the front seat, passenger side? Or do you want to be in the rear? Or do you want to be in the back seat, like third car row, passenger side? And if you are in the back seat, driver's side, you need to definitely make sure you get in the front seat by reading those regulations. He said, I want you to take out a piece of paper, fold it, and make like 8 squares on it. Okay. Gave me a piece of paper, folded up, made 8 squares. And I want you to think about prepping. Like, in the Army, how we prepare for operations and exercises. I want you to think about your support. There's the company side and the support side. So I want you to write down all the elements of the S level, right? S1, S2, S3, S4, S6, S8. He was an old school guy. So I said, okay. So I wrote down S1, S2, S3, S4, S6, S8. He said, what's S1? Personnel. Okay, so who are all of the people? Who are all the people that are going to be involved in your case? You already know one. Well, actually, you know two. You, and then your lawyer. Who are all those folks, and what is their role? The M21-1, he said, will help you understand a little more of the roles, and there's other regulations. But take a look there. He said, what's S2? I said, intelligence. That's where you need to gather some intel. Find out those regulations. I already gave you 40-501 and M21-1. You need to take a look at those. Okay. What's S3? Ops. All right. So what is the procedure? How are we going to go through this entire phase? What is this? What is the operations? What is the process? And I said, well, I know there's a MRDP and the MEB and the right, but you need to make sure that you understand that, right? What are the intricate parts of each one of those phases, and the regulations will help you with that. What's S4? Logistics, supplies. Okay, so what types of supplies do you think you're going to need through this? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? And he challenged me. He said, in the Army, we have a I Love Me book, right? You're going to need an I Love Me MedBoard medical book, because you're going to get a lot of paper. Man, going, man, this dude's. He said, what's S6? I said, all right, well, technology and commos. All right, so what technological things are you going to, what resources are you going to use? What websites can you go to find out information about the medical board? Then he said, well, what's S8? Finance. All right, so what are the calculations that you're going to need to know in order to discover, separation pay versus retirement pay? If you want to be in the front seat, these videos that are going to follow are for you. If you are in the, backseat driver, but you really want to be in the front seat, these videos are for you. But if you're in that third row seat, where you're just kind of like whatever, and it happens, these videos, it's too much work. It's going to be a lot of work when you are already going through a lot of situations. Now, the last thing I will say is involve your family in this process. Involve your significant other in this process. You will need them. There will be some things that, there were some things that my wife was very good at. And one of those things was organizing and asking me questions to ask the lawyer from a futuristic perspective, like, what is this going to look like, when I leave? What are some things to make sure that I can protect us? So involve your family in this process. You're going to need them. And you're going to really need them when you transition, because all of you are going through that change. All of you, not just you, not you, the service member, the entire family is going to go through this change because it is the end. It may be the end of a period of time, of a very interesting, experience. It may be the end of that for you. And what does that look like? And you're going to need your support of your family and your friends and your medical professionals to help you, get through this. I'm here for you, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. Hope that has value, and looking forward to just, putting out more content for you because I know what it's like. I've been there. Peace.